Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Commodores will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Makes the grab. It's Washington. All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Marshall. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And incomplete on the deep ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch, and then it...
Touchdown, Wildcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
Oh my God. Come on, man.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you
No,
what,
it was
they
good
got to find
blocking.
something. Last week it was a bad performance. And this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they...
Turning it on! Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. They went for the big play.
Gone. There he goes, Curry.
And really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneaking the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Marshall. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running a screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this.
Oh my God.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack.
That's what I'm saying.
They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sperry. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in this?
Trying to get behind the defense.
He dropped
Oh,
it.
he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it deep.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quick release on the RPO. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense.
There he goes. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And Reese, this is the part of the field where the tight ends become such a big part, right? The big size. I'm going to isolate these guys, find a way to get good matchups. You could tell they did it there, and the result, 6 points.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. To the air, it's Berry. Looking deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in on the left. Here he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And I'll tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
With the catch, it's Marshall. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to it.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside to the wide receivers, but when this guy's going to be able to catch the football and he makes plays like this, now I'm going to have to maybe go play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
And the Wildcats come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. He now has 79 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Got a man. It's Marshall. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to throw on third. The short hands, it's Washington. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. move the chains. Here comes Kentucky on fourth. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. And it's third down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll run it from the gun. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. Got a little room. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
It looks slow, or he just...
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I have no reason to go to Iowa.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offense.
The only way I go to Iowa is Florida State plays
give that
Iowa.
back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well,
I mean, I played college, so I know where they play.
How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by
very good at geometry.
And it'll come out to the
Maybe,
25.
yeah.
No attempt at a return.
Geographic, like collecting maps and shit. Social studies, not like that.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive.
Oh, he got it.
At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Finding open areas.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Used to work longer
the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly.
All right. Hey.
The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes the handoff. It's Braswell. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Get it out on the screen.
I fucking hate that animation when they die. They automatically don't get touched. Because in real life, they get fucked up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Berry. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Look out, he's got room. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here with these third downs.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to...
Throws toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, it's Berry. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Commodores will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Got his man downfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Oh, look out, the ball screen. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, I can't do that here, right? I got the football, I got the lead, the clock is my friend, and now I cough it up. Offense, have to understand the situation, have to understand I got to get to the ground. I can make sure I don't fight for extra yards. I make sure I don't fumble, costly fumble.
He's got it. What a cut. Now he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Rushes on him. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt.
Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Sneaks it in.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Set to kick this one off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up, where I can just make plays right behind it.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Why people pause the game to look for they see if they're injured? Just hit up on the D-pad for a quick sub. It would tell you what the fuck is going on with your quarterback.
Something a little bit different.
God, what's the point of quick sub in the game? Nobody ever pays attention to music. Shit available to you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Here comes the speed on the jet sweep. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
You know, in the modern era of college football, with everybody throwing it, it becomes harder and harder for running backs to put up big-time numbers. With that last carry, though, this guy's got it.
Touchdown, Wildcats! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass. There he goes. Touchdown, Commodores! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Gilmore. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Hand off from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll test the right side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking for a man. It's Berry. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet buy a little time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Using his feet. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to run for it.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
What you about to get ready to go?
Timeout is called with just a single second left. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive.
Let's fucking go with the upset. Let's go. Let's go.
Field goal for the game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Yeah.